The Deep Widow is a mini-boss in Deepwoken that can be found in two places. If you go to the right at Hive, you'll find two jump boosters that'll lead into a cave, which will eventually take you to the Deep Widow. The second is right before Surge at the Vision Shaper cave. Both drop chests, but both actually drop different loot. So today's video, I've killed 25 of them, and we'll be comparing the loot. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to the documentation series. Enjoy. Here's a quick little summary of all 25 Deep Widows. Now, it's a little bit confusing, but all you really need to know is down here. The amount of 1-star items I got was 74, the amount of 2-star items I got was 12, and I only got one 3-star item out of 25 widows. The amount of times I've had to server hop to find a widow was 76, and the times a player, I know I've written it as ganking, but it's not really that. Player interference is what I prefer to call it, is 6.5. The reason why it's called 0.5 is because was that for that one clip where the Authority versus Hive mech happened in the Deep Widow cave, so I'm going to count that. So yeah, here is some statistics if you want to read them. Some of them aren't entirely complete. I can definitely say though that Oregon is the most common server I found Deep Widows at, but I should tell you that the reason why this is because I was at night. I filmed most of these at night, so this is kind of skewed. I will do, if this video does well, I will do a separate video about the servers and what servers, how many times it takes for me to find a Deep Widow. You just type region. So yeah, all right. Now on to the. Oh, actually, before we go on to the Depths Widow, I wanted to give a shout out to some people. Now, some people actually were friendly to me during these 25 Widows, so I wanted to give a quick little shout out. And just a shout out in general to anyone who actually found me while making this video. To wrap up my overall thoughts about the Deep Widow at Hive, I just want to say it's a really good place to farm for armor enchants, but I did notice that you should be prepared to take an engagement and to server hop a bit. It could definitely be a little bit of a pain to farm, but if you want a good chance of getting a high tier weapon enchant, then go farm Deep Widow, because most of the weapons I got were pretty high tier. Some of them were alloyable, some of them even came pre-alloyed, so yeah, it's pretty worth farming if you don't mind server hopping and you're good enough at PvP to hold your own. Now we're going to move on to the Depths Widow. Now the Depths Widow has different drops, as I said. I've noticed that it drops a lot more armor, but one key thing about the Depths is it can drop legendary weapons and gems, deep gems. So that's going to come into play into whether or not I think it's worth grinding or not. Anyways, enjoy. Depths Widow in Deepwoken is, in my opinion, a pretty good farm. Not because for what it actually drops, but because you can get the Depths loot from it. So you can get things like the Bloodless Gems, and I'm pretty sure you can also get Legendary Weapons. So yeah, I would say it's a pretty good farm if you want specifically those types of items, but as for enchants, it's definitely a bad move, because you're just going to get armor enchants. Uh, would I rather farm the Depths Widow or the Hive Widow? Personally, Depths Widow. This is because gems have a higher drop rate, and you need gems for more things, and gems have more of a fixed value, and you don't know what enchant you're going to get. But I would have to give it to Hive for being the statistically better of the two for in terms of what you get. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more of this documentation series, then please like and subscribe, because this took me like 4 days to make. It was really annoying. Sadly, my enchant, my bloodless, and my wind, if you noticed, my build actually got wiped, so sadly I was never able to bank any of that. I died to a corrupted thresher when I forgot I was on Singapore servers. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, however you may want to support me. Anyways, peace.